What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, CenterStrain01. Welcome back to Chapter 2 of my walkthrough for Aragami. So at this point you would get instruction on picking up scrolls. Scrolls are the collectibles in the game. They allow you to actually get further points when it comes to upgrading your ninja. As you can see, we've got Aragami skills, defensive techniques, offensive techniques. You automatically have to buy one right now, which is the Shadow Leap. Or not the Shadow Leap. The Shadow Leap is the one you already have. It's the Shadow Creation that you're doing, which allows you to create a shadow when it's actually light. Now this doesn't hold for very long, so you need to be quick when you're using this maneuver, but it is an automatic power that you get just for doing this level. Now the Raven will come in just a little bit as well. It's another automatic power, but after that, if you pick up scrolls from this point on, you will be able to upgrade your character in different ways, which are defensively and offensively better for you completing each mission. So with Shadow Creation, it's actually pretty easy. Create a shadow and then jump to that as quickly as possible, but make sure you have enough. You always got to have shadow in order to be able to use your skills. Alright, so here is pretty much some infiltration techniques. We're going to be picking up the scrolls, so we're making it more difficult for ourselves. And remember, we're doing this without even slightly being detected, which means no little kind of arrow above that says they kind of see something going on. We're doing zero detection. Now this is very, very difficult to do because the enemies can see you very quickly. So learning their routes and patrol patterns is very important to achieving this goal. So we're going to go ahead and stay here for just a little while. This guard is going to turn back around, and once he does, then we can move forward. But we have to be very quick to pick up the scroll because there are other guards that are coming around where the scroll are, and we do not have a lot of time to actually accomplish this. So again, we're going to create a shadow so we can get close enough to get to this shadow, or else the guard would have been able to see us there. He turns around rather quickly. Guards can see you even when you're in shadows if they're too close to you, so make sure none of them are looking in your direct vicinity. Pick up this scroll here, and then you want to get out as soon as possible. As you'll see, there is a enemy soldier coming around the corner right now, so we need to be very, very quick so we are out of his line sight. Now there is no jumping in this game, so everything you have to do is the Shadow Leap, so keep that in mind too, because sometimes I want to jump but I can't, so therefore you need to create shadows. Every opportunity you can jump over things or through things, but there is no jump. It's all related to using your shadow abilities. So next we just need to get to the next objective point, which is to find the animal. You can do it pretty much from the top of the rafters here all the way until you get to the point where you can't do it anymore. Switch over to the left here and quickly move around to the other side, and then you should be good to go. Alright, so now we got control back. We're going to head in an opposite direction, which we're going to use the rafters again as a way to actually get there. I say rafters, but I don't know what you really call them. It really does make you feel like you're playing the old classic Tenchu games, and we all know that that's just some of the best stealth games out there. So pretty much the rest next couple of minutes is just going to be doing some platforming. It's not very difficult, but you do need to kind of watch out for falling platforms and stuff like that, which make you think really, really fast. As you can see, we did need to create a shadow there if you aimed far enough, so sometimes you don't have to do it. But as you can see, in this instance, we are already drained of energy, so we created the shadow, but we cannot use any energy to actually go there. So you want to make sure that you are completely restocked and refueled. This is not a speed run through. I'm not trying to get the fastest time in the world. I'm just trying to show you how to complete this in a manner that's going to get you the most points. Love the beautiful artwork of this game, and I love the language. We can't understand it, but I just love that about the game. It makes it feel more authentic to me. We're not really supposed to understand the language. That's why we have the subtitles. So just having that really kind of sets it apart from other games as well. So here you want to wait a little bit for that guard to turn around, get down, and then we're going to get back up quickly. Remember, we're going around enemies. We're not taking them out. Again, another good strategy is to take every single enemy out. You can get the same amount of points for taking every enemy out as opposed to not. You can actually, I'm going to say blink. I know it's not called blink, but shadow leap. I'm going to shadow leap behind that guy. You can go right through him, and he will never see you. So that's a pretty cool thing to be able to use. So I guess your character is dead. He's been brought back to life to help out this princess of sorts, and I really like the story, and I'm glad that it's not spoon-feeding you. It's giving you a little bit of time, and it's very well done. So we're going to wait for this guard here. Once he turns around, we have another scroll to get to. Now, I've actually already gotten the scroll my first time going through this mission. I wasn't for sure if scrolls picked up or not, and if they stayed picked up, but as you can see, once you complete missions more than one time, if you've already picked up the scroll, it'll stay picked up. So sometimes you might not see me pick up a scroll, but I will tell you how to actually get to that scroll and show you exactly where it is for you to be able to do it. Another good thing about this is each section has checkpoints. So you're able to go back. If you get caught, you're able to go back to the checkpoint and you can see what your mistakes were, and then you can rectify them and, you know, make it a more enjoyable experience. So right where I passed, right where sorry, I was talking while I was doing that, but that's where the scroll is. So it's as easy as just stopping there, picking it up for a second, and then blinking on. This next part here is quite funny. You really need to make sure that you see the right emblems when you are maneuvering around this area, because you might fall. Like if you notice here, it said that I would jump up because it had the little like sergeant stripes for going up. However, it just was slightly off, so you need to make sure that you are completely on the cover in order to not die. However, dying does not hurt you whatsoever. It might slow your time down a little bit, but one great thing that I've noticed about this game is time is not an issue when it comes to your score. So the only thing about time is just, you know, bragging rights. So here is the fourth and final scroll, if you count the one that you picked up automatically, and we have finished this chapter. Great fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want the max amount of points possible, you need to make sure you have 2 seals. It doesn't matter if it's never detected or no enemies killed, or never detected and all threats killed. There's no way to get no enemies killed and all threats killed, so my guess is you need to always have never detective and then one or the other. We did it in 1306, collectibles found 4 of 4, and no hostiles taking out, with a highest ranking is, I believe, so far, which is S ranking, and 4,000. Now, you can get suspicions raised. That does not lower or higher your score, but we want to add the challenge for ourselves. So guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll get to chapter 3 very, very soon, as I am about to head home to start my YouTube life. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, bitches.